right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Let's go. Back to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if...
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Finding room to the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Set. Go.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and He's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
They'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McFlurry. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Set up. Set go.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Forrest. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We are through one. 14-7 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now.
Here's Daniels. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
19 side,
They'll throw with Daniels. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback. Because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hey.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's to the sideline. He's got Neighbors.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touch. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
It's first down, and they'll run. Second and 7. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. This is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, trying to find some place to escape, and there was none. A big loss on the play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
His throw left side is complete.
There's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
That one is good. And the Commanders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
Let's go. Riggs. Take off.
They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Quan Martin.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
This one complete to Atwell. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. First and 10.
Let's go now. Go, Riggs, go. Hurt.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Daniels. On target. Got it to McLaurin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Here we go.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Daniels now going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Van Sinnen was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Hard to miss someone that big, especially in the middle of the field. I think he's just got to take a little bit off that throw, put a little bit more air on him, and let his tight end run under that ball. And they've got themselves a big play.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, Washington. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down. Daniels gets it away quickly, and it's caught. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a run. And they are all over that on defense. Good search. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, it's Daniels. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett.
Daniels pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it.
19 more yards.
They'll look to throw yet again. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll look to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And the Commanders will take over at their own 14-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty.
Ready up. Go.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. Second down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Commanders' 5-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 37 yards. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. They'll throw with Daniels. That one taken in. Perry, Flurry, touchdown Commanders. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Boy, they got the block to spring him, and it was a foot race. And when he gets in that foot race, Mike, he's normally good for this type of yardage before anyone's able to run him down.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To throw is Daniels. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Perry, Flurry, touchdown Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The PAT, up and good. And the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Go!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
So the longer that play progressed, the more difficult it is to cover that crossing route. So what's the key? It starts with pass protection. Give the quarterback time to stay with his receiver and not be forced to check that ball down.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with no chance at all. He'll go down. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike.